Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in again to another episode of CivilianTacticalWeapons.com. I've actually gotten kind of fed up with some of the forum discussions and stuff about the GSG5, which is actually right here, versus a real HK SP89. So I thought I'd actually go ahead and talk about the two of them in a segment here. So the actual, first of all, the actual SP89, they're about a little under 15,000 of these actually made, imported, or I should say imported in the U.S. And they actually follow the entire HK design. As far as these are 9mm guns, and as far as the way the breakdown of these guns go, you've got your push pins. Just take the trigger group out, another push pin in the back. And notice I'm doing this without any tools. I'm actually going to make a big point about this because we're going to show you what the GSG5 does. And I pretty much have taken the gun apart for what I need to do for normal cleaning. No tools are required. I'm able to use the push pins. Very quick and easy design. These guns, of course, when you're looking at what I would refer to as, I'd say, pistol caliber carbines or whatever, this is definitely some of the most accurate ones you're going to find for that type of function. What other ones would you really categorize in the same area? You got the Steyr SSG, TP9s, where you're looking at little small carbines. You got, of course, the Colts firing the 223. But if you're looking at something that's very small and lightweight, that's shooting a 9mm configuration, these were actually excellent guns. You are not going to be able to compare, say, what's the MOA at 100 yards? You're not firing this thing at 100 yards realistically. I'm not saying you can't, but it's not really designed to do that. However, it is a very accurate gun for 25 yards and less shooting. Over here, we've got the GSG5. Cosmetically, it does look very similar to the SP89, which is what they pretty much try to copy here. Of course, this one here fires a 22, and as soon as you get outside the exterior cosmetic look to it, that's when everything goes to hell as far as the similarities go. Of course, I've actually got tools that I need to use to actually take this thing apart. So if you're talking about having to break these guns apart, they're actually a lot more complicated to do. I've actually loosened a couple of the bolts here just because it actually sometimes requires you to have two screwdrivers and try to hold them on both sides. So you put one on the back to try to hold this thing from spinning around. So imagine having to take this gun apart. I'll show it to you like this. Then I'm going to go ahead and try to hold one screwdriver there, right like that, and then take another screwdriver over here so that it's not rotating, to actually go ahead and unscrew this lower screw. Okay, another part falls off the back here. Then I gotta go to the front, right near the trigger guard, and I gotta do this little balancing act again to hold them. Take those two parts, and then now I can actually take this cap off the back. Now I've got to take another completely different tool, so I got to change my screwdriver set here. Grab this other tool, which is like a little six-sided torque screw, pretty much. And I'm going to get in the back here. And the hard thing too is not losing all these little pieces. So I pulled this little torque screw out. This other little piece falls out, looks like a little washer. Then I got to get my finger up in here, or take the screwdriver, to hook this down to take this little metal piece out, to then actually be able to pull this entire part out. And then this here is actually the entire bolt. So if we look at that and you see about how long it took me to do that, I should do a bolt comparison here. As you can see, I can pull this apart real quickly. Those two have, the internals look nothing like each other. So although cosmetically you may say, hey look, this looks pretty cool, internally there is no similarities between an actual MP5 design versus what this little 22 system is. you can actually see here. I mean, of course, it's firing at 22. It's you're actually doing a rimfire bullet here, but these similarities versus a true rolling pin design you've got in an HK, the similarities pretty much end right there. So I wanted to go ahead and show you these two because these designs also reflect their reliability. The reliability of a true HK is nothing like this piece of crap stuff that the GSG5s actually produce. Although the flip side is, hey, I can take this out from someone who knows nothing about shooting. I can give them this little GSG5, fire up 22 all day, and guess what? I could care less how much it costs because 22 costs absolutely nothing. That's the reason why I bought it. I personally don't shoot it a lot, but I do give it to a lot of people who want to go shooting with me because it doesn't cost me anything on ammo versus firing 30 round clips in 9mm costs significantly more. So anyways, I wanted to just talk real briefly about these two guns and give you some more information on it. Remember, I only respond to email at info@civiliantacticalweapons.com. Don't try to communicate with me through YouTube. And remember, please visit the website of civiliantacticalweapons.com and look under the weekly article sections for any of these articles, because this is just the video portion of articles that we actually showcase there. And hope to see you in next week's episode.